I'm sure you already know what Flappy Bird is, but if not, it's a game with a Flappy Bird where the only goal is to get through pipes without hitting them. So hear me out, what if we make a game where the birds are the obstacles and the player has lasers? Okay, so here's a quick sketch of the idea I've done in Photoshop, and before you compliment my artistic abilities, let me go ahead and break down the game into 4 basic parts that we're going to need. Number 1 is the player, which is, the character the player is going to control. Number 2 is the enemy, which is Flappy Bird, of course. That'll be the target of the player. Number 3 is the laser, which will be the projectile that the player fires. And number 4 will be the scoring system, so the player actually has an objective. So yeah, let's get started. So I went ahead and recreated our little scene from Photoshop here in Unity with some basic geometry. I added a sphere for the player, that is this purple sphere here. I added a laser, or a cube, that represents the laser. Then there's this black cube that represents the bird. I also added this little green sphere in case I want to do like a health pickup at some point. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Now that we have all this in order, I'm going to make a couple scripts and I'll see you guys in a second. The player script is pretty much done for now. I might do some tweaking later, but as you can see, I can now move this sphere up and down either using W and S. W moves it up, S moves it down. I also added the option for control to move it down and space to move it up. This is going to be the main controls here. Next, I'm going to start making the script for the bird, I think. So as you can tell, making a laser is really simple to do, and this is exactly how lasers are supposed to work. So yeah, I guess I can move on to the next thing. No, I'm joking, of course. I'm gonna do some fixing, but this is a good start. I also decided to make a laser gun which follows the cursor, which definitely didn't take way longer than expected, and I definitely did not have to end up borrowing a script offline. But yeah, we now have this following the cursor, as you can see. Wherever I move the cursor, this thing moves, so that'll be like how you aim. The laser still aren't very laser-like, but hopefully we can change that in the future. So anyways, yeah, let's move on to the next. I've completed all the core mechanics of the game now. As you can see, I can now fire at the birds to take them out. I have 3 lives, so if I show you, I can get hit by them. That's 2 lives down. So I guess I put it to 4. Anyways, now that we have all this working, I already have the score set up too. I need to do the UI. Basically, all that's left is to do the art stuff, UI, and then I was planning on adding some of my own models, but I think I will actually find them, and then yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the results right now. The game may not have turned out exactly like the original idea, but I think this is a much better result than I could have imagined. Penguins have finally been given the opportunity to fly, though their flight may not last very long. And it may not be Flappy Bird, but I still had a lot of fun creating this game. Also, if you'd like to download and play the game for yourself, the link to the game will be in the description of the video. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it.